welcome to another week of This Week in Eorzea, the only Final Fantasy XIV podcast / news show hosted by us. You.
Me, but also, wait, this way. You!
Yeah, Debbie and Pyra. You know, like peanut butter and jelly, or ham and pineapple, or... what's your favorite?
I like the former. Ooh, favorite combo? I mean, peanut butter jelly's a good one. Chocolate peanut butter cup is always good. If anything that chocolate and peanut butter
there you go.
is great. So, yeah.
The chocolate and chocolate of Final Fantasy XIV news. Yeah. How are you doing today?
I'm good. It's been a busy week, month, year. 2026 is already going by so fast, so it's
God,
been
it's
busy,
already
but
February.
I know. It's like rewarding though, right? Like it's been good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will let that one slide. Yeah, just busy. My God, it's already February. I legit just stepped back in from taking the kitten to the vet for his vaccinations, so it's just been go. Yeah, like happy February, everyone. The shortest month. It was also Groundhog Day today. Now apparently groundhogs are local, so my local groundhog says it's going to be an early spring. Do you guys have a local groundhog, or?
I don't think we have a local one. I think like the US, I feel like the groundhog in question, I feel like is always in Pennsylvania. I don't always pay attention to the groundhog though, but whatever it says, I don't believe it. Anytime it says spring's coming early, I believe the opposite and vice versa. That groundhog
apparently,
nothing.
Apparently the official groundhog of which you speak for the 6th consecutive year in a row has said early spring. But that's just global warming messing with the groundhog. Like, he doesn't understand.
Listen, they don't pay that groundhog enough for him to make an educated decision. He's just like 50-50. Throw a dart in a dartboard.
Yeah, so take it or leave it. Early spring, probably. So you know what? I'll take it. The flowers are already starting to bloom here, so sorry, East Coast.
Yeah, we got like 2 feet of snow. Ain't no flowers blooming here anytime soon.
Okay. We got 14 news today, so let's take a look at that. Where's my lodestone? I've got so many tabs open right now, guys. The first one, right? My computer probably feels that way. It's like, what are you doing to me? We got the Valention's event started this morning to February 16th, so we have a little bit of time.
Yeah, that one snuck up on me, but we only got like 2 weeks. 2 weeks of the event, roughly.
Oh.
So,
hello. That's a very nice looking bum boy.
Yeah.
Debbie just got distracted. Okay.
Oh my.
Oh my. I just love that haircut on the bun boys. And this is the first time I think I've seen art of it, but that's nice. That's nice. Monday, February 16th, starting in Gridania, as it does. You must first complete the quest. It's probably pirates. That's oddly specific.
It is very oddly specific. I'm assuming it's just probably location based.
Yeah.
It feels like.
Yeah. Okay. This year's rewards are some clothing glamour items and some orchestrions and some furniture, including a really awesome looking cake, honestly. Can I zoom in on the cake? Computer, zoom in on the cake.
Zoom, enhance.
No, I really do like these items. The clothing, I don't know, it's cute. It's very something, but the cake, man, I would do it for the cake. What about you?
I would. And like, look how many items there are this time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the most I've ever seen in a singular holiday event.
Well, it looks like what they did, instead of having a male and female set, they're giving everyone a pants set and a skirt set.
Yeah.
Which I really appreciate. Me
too. I've been calling it like a feminine masculine set, Because it's like, we're okay, you know, we don't need to stick to the genderized things. But, you know, if you want a more masculine look with, like, the more bigger sweater, the pant, the slacks, the hat, you could do that. Or if you want the more, you know, tight-fitted sweater, the skirt, you can also go that route.
Yeah. No, I like it.
Skirt. I think
I like it.
Really cute, certain outfits. Yeah. Multiple housing items too. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 housing items technically.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
Now, the event itself, I was getting a little bit concerned because some people from my Discord were saying, you need to bring a friend, that it's a matched party event sort of thing. But some people have been doing it solo, and it just means you might have to do it twice to get the currency you want. So it's not required to do it with another person. But no spoilers because I don't even know what this is. From what I've gleaned, from what I've heard from people saying, it might be some sort of eating contest. I don't know.
Oh my god, what?
I don't know.
Yeah, so. I haven't been spoiled either, but all I've seen is that I think it's going to be like an actual, like, kind of the way event. What I hope and what I think I've seen is like, it's an instanced thing. Because, like, I remember a Valentine's Day many years ago where, like, you had to go in with somebody. It wasn't, I don't know if you remember which year it was, Debbie. You went through, like, a maze. And then you had to, like, meet your partner at the end, and you kind of had to complete, like, a little, just, like, not just a maze, but, like, a bunch of, like, an obstacle course at the same time as them or something. I don't know if you remember that. I think you were, like, tethered, and they had to go through, but you couldn't get too far apart. It was many years ago now.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember doing it with my husband, and I was like, and then they graded you or something like that. Like, at the end, it would tell you if you guys were, like, a good couple or a terrible couple.
You don't do it with anyone important in your life, I guess, yeah.
Unless they have a good sense of humor.
Yes. No, so it seems like a really fun time. I haven't personally done it yet because it just came out this morning, but we have a couple of weeks, so I'm sure we'll get to talk about it when we get to doing it. What was I going to say? Apparently, with these events, there are a lot of NPC cameos as well. So apparently that also doesn't disappoint for this event. So keep your eyes out for maybe NPCs. They don't always get pointed out to you. Like for seasonal events, they're sometimes hanging around. I think the only one where they kind of get pointed out to you is Christmas, when everyone sends in their letters to the Warrior of Light. But otherwise, they kind of just hang around. So go check on that. What do we got? Valentine's Day. The North American qualifiers for the Crystalline Conflict Regional Championship 2026. I can't say that again fast.
Regional Championship.
So the preliminaries, February 7th, 8th, and 14th and 15th. The quarterfinals, February 21st and 22nd. And the semifinals and finals are at FanFest. Now, I did watch the finals of the last one at FanFest.
I don't think I've ever watched, or not for long, much of these. So going to FanFest for my first time, I'm actually excited. I would totally love to watch it live. I feel like something like this, watching it live, would just be so great. Like seeing the team's faces in real time, and like it's exciting. You know, there's a lot of excitement behind it.
Yeah. The best part of watching the finals at the last FanFest was Yoshi P loves watching this, by the way. So they were filming Yoshi watching it too. And so occasionally they'd cut away to Yoshi like squatting on the floor or like head in his hands, sort of very anxious for these people who are playing. So he gets really invested in it too.
I love it. That's just so perfect.
So streaming, they have commentators Brian again and Frosty.
The dream team.
The dream
I feel like
team.
that's as much as I don't really watch a ton of any of the PvP stuff. Like that's your PvP CC cast. Like that's exactly what I could hope for.
Okay, and so they have all the information, like all the brackets and everything, how they're doing the quarterfinals, like all that sports stuff that I don't really know what it is, but then we get to crown a champion. So if you're interested in it, this lodestone entry has things like what the match rules are, in case you're interested in what the teams can and can't do, how and when the preliminaries are happening, and the quarterfinals. So all the information you could possibly have, more information than we could possibly get through right now on this, and like what happens in case of a tie and that sort of stuff. So are they still okay. They're still accepting entries as long as you're available to attend the following events.
That would make sense, because I feel like they probably would make you... I don't know how that would work. If they would just give you a free ticket to FanFest, or like, say if you didn't already have a ticket.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they would have to let you go.
I hope so. Or like you could only enter if you were able to get FanFest tickets. Like that would be kind of messed up.
Regarding invitations to FanFest. Oh, round trip air transportation and standard hotel accommodations for 4 nights, as well as a ticket to Fan Festival, will be provided to each team member qualifying for the semifinals.
Okay. Well,
like,
if you didn't get into FanFest, if you couldn't get into FanFest, then clearly the only thing you could do is try to do PvP.
You have to play Crystal and Conflict.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, these matches are really sweaty though. So I mean, if you think you have what it takes, give it a try.
If you think you can sweat with the rest of them, give it a try.
You never know. A bunch of Primal stuff. I just look at this music stuff and I'm like, okay, music stuff, move on. Like, I don't even know what this is. So this is a Blu-ray of their Dark Decades tour. It is on sale Friday, April 24th. That day seems suspiciously familiar.
A little bit. I know where I'll be on Friday, April 24th. I don't know.
Right. If you do purchase it, you do get some in-game item codes for the orchestrion rules. And it has 19 unforgettable songs. I don't know what else to say without this sounding like an infomercial. Like we could like queue up some of the songs in the background and like fan favorites such as blah and
we
blah.
just need to like change the background music. Just like have it be like very infomercially, like you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. If you're interested in the primals though, check it out. The Unending Journey, Wednesday, February 4th. It seems to me, this came out on the 30th though. I'm like, it seems to me that they don't give a lot of notice for this. But this is the...
Even then, not that much notice, a few days. Yeah.
This is the EU community team. So if you're on a European server, what are they doing here? They're doing the Doom Train, and then the Arcadian, and they're doing glamour screenshots, and French on Tuesday and German on Thursday.
So they're coming on a few different things.
Oh, look at the prices!
Oh, I'm jealous.
Right?
The faux fox. And then is that a stretchy barrel tender?
It's a stretchy barrel tender.
What? I want that. Oh, the little lamp guy. I forgot what it's called. What is that called? The one on the right, on the bottom.
I don't know that little moon guy.
Yeah, the moon guy. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
not moon.
Yeah, that guy. Okay, so it's got information on watching the stream. I believe that those are only available to people holding an EU account, because all these contests now are based on your account. So,
right.
If you happen to have a European account,
yeah,
tune in for a chance to win the following prize. Yeah, how come our prizes like that?
It's all those like Taito, if I'm saying that correctly, the TAITO. All those things, like I would get them all, but it's not offered over here. It's kind of sad. Or if it is, please tell me. My wallet doesn't need to know, but I need to know.
It's very important. No, but like, yeah, especially here in Canada, like I can't get anything like that. What do we got? We got some new online store items. Is this the one they were talking about?
Is it Beatrix? Am I saying that correctly? Beatrix outfit. I've been tagged in this at least once or twice today because.
Oh, that's kind of nice. The little rose on the back of the robe.
Dies nicely. To be who?
Okay, so that is for $12 US for all 5 pieces.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty good for a cash up item. They've been cranking the prices on things, so that's actually pretty surprising to me. Like that would be an $18 set normally.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks like the eye patch, the coat, are those gloves? The mannequin?
Yeah.
The solerettes? Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want it, it's a little something new. Also, I suppose I should point out that on the online store right now, they do have all the previous Valentine's Day stuff for sale on a discount. So if you didn't get anything from a previous seasonal event, then you can buy it here now. Do you have a favorite set from a previous event?
Ooh, that's a great question. I'm trying to think of the different sets that were available. I really enjoyed the heart one. The dress that has like the heart.
Oh yeah.
The bust. Yeah, I love that set. The hat I don't care for that much, but like the tights and the dress I really love. Especially since the dual dye channel, because you could even make it a solid color now. So if you don't want the 2 different colors, you could just make like a solid color dress and super
cool. That's a good tip. I haven't tried it on since the dual dye channels.
Yeah, I love it because then it feels like it's less like, oh look, it's a Valentine's Day outfit, and you can kind of actually pull it off as like a regular dress.
Yeah. It was very, even the yellow one, it was very stark when it first came out. So I was kind of meh about it.
Yeah, more Harley Quinn and less like Valentine's. Yeah.
I mean, my favorite, of course, was the eat chocolate. If you don't have the eat chocolate emote,
yeah,
you need to get the eat chocolate.
I love that one.
Okay, and that is it for the lodestone. We're just kind of waiting now for FanFest info, which is gonna come now that the patch is out. We're just waiting for any crumbs we can get. They're gonna stay pretty tight-lipped, I think. So in the meantime, the community has been doing a lot. So we do still have a lot to talk about. And one of the things we can talk about is Eorzea. Eorzea? It's like GeoGuessr, only for Eorzea.
Only if your name is Eeyore.
Eeyore.
Oh bother.
Have you played this before? Have you played?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've definitely played before. I've played both like with my husband to try to see who could be better, and then just like casually on my own to test my own knowledge.
Nice. So the person who created it a couple of years ago has put out a update to it, a version 2. That now contains Dawn Trail content, dungeons, trials, raids, alliance raids, and others, 8 different game modes, multiplayer, and over 3,700 different locations versus 600 in the original version. So if you've played the original version and you're kind of like, I think I've seen everything it has to offer, well, guess what? There's a whole lot more. This game is really fun. I've done it on stream a couple of times. I'm gonna do it on stream a couple of more times. So what it is you choose what expansions you want to include. I don't know how brave I am. I'm really only very familiar with A Realm Reborn in Evansward. I don't know. Maybe we can add. No, let's not put in Shadowbringers. Let's go to Stormblood.
Be brave.
That's in the free trial, right? You can do overworld, but now you can include dungeons, trials, and raids. Oh my god. I don't know. And you choose the number of rounds. They've got other modes like timed modes and stuff. You can change your player's name over here if you're playing with other people. There's lobbies here. And then you start. And it's going to show you a location. Oh god, I already know I'm in over my head. This is not a Realm Reborn.
Yep.
You know where
I can't remember the name, but if I is this a dungeon?
This is a dungeon.
Yeah, I know which one it is. I just can't remember the name of it. But I recognize this, and I can think of the mobs.
Is this the one with Calcabrina? No. Maybe? No.
No.
So then you
Sorry, I don't know if you own.
Does anyone know? The Burn? Isn't the Burn the sandy place? I don't know. So then you could submit by clicking on a place. Two people said Burn? 2 people said Burn. So you can choose a place on the world, or you can choose here now to find a duty.
Yeah. I like that.
This is new. You couldn't do this before. What is it? Oh, okay. I see why people are saying the Burn.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that Stormblood? No. Yeah. No. Yes. Oh, it even has us choose a spot in the dungeon. So it shows the entire dungeon here, and we have to show roughly where it is. Is that like the middle section? Okay, well let's for the sake of argument put it right in the middle, see where it is. Submit guess.
Ooh,
oh, very close.
Job.
87 miles away. I just put it randomly in the middle. You guys were right. So good job, everyone. It's kind of fun. I played around on my lunch break. Oh, I know. Oh. I know exactly where this is.
Yeah. Easy.
I played around on my lunch break. It is really fun. So this is the Black Shroud. This is, I can't remember if it was new or old Gridania. It's gotta be old Gridania.
It's old Gridania.
If that's, wait, where's the amphitheater?
Right there.
Is this the amphitheater?
In the middle. No, it's the round under.
Oh.
Blob.
So this is, wait, up here?
I believe so.
It doesn't give you any hints.
Yeah, because I know there's the tunnel, and then
Mm-hmm.
so it's up there and into the back where the water is. Because you're in the water. Yeah, right there.
Hey, on the spot. Okay, so essentially that's the game. I personally love it. It definitely kind of humbles you, I think.
Yep.
it can humble you. But definitely go check it out if you're interested. They put a lot of work into it. It's, an amazing fan feature of the community. This wasn't made by Square Enix. This was made by just a fan of the game. So check it out. See how well you can do. What is your confidence level, Pyra? What are you really good at guessing?
See, this is what's tough for me because I feel like maps I'm gonna be way better than instances. Not that I can't remember the instances, but I am terrible at remembering names. So maps I can kind of feel out the zones because luckily you can zoom into a map. But if it's a list of just names of instances, I'm not gonna be good at that. So I think instances I will remember more by memory, just not the names of them, but maps I'll remember more of location. Yeah. How about you?
Old world maps. Anywhere that I spent a lot of time doing fates.
Yep.
Dungeons, maybe not so much. Depending on the expansion, I guess. But
yeah. I can tell you what every inch of Coerthas is based on the fates I had to do in A Realm Reborn.
Now this is I know this is so the thing about here, it isn't Thanalan. No, it's Lunasia. The thing about this is it doesn't tell you any of the Aetheryte names or anything that I remember things by. I don't remember the Thanalans. I remember the name of the Aetherites that I go to in the Thanalans. So it's a little bit challenging that way, but it's Lunasia, the Kobold Mines. It totally is. It totally is. I'm just trying to remember.
See, that's where for me it's maps. I know exactly which one it is, but not the name. So I don't know if you want a hint. I don't want to take it away from you.
Where is it? Is it up? No,
no. I believe it's down. I believe it's the one down. Down.
It's outer Lunasia, isn't it?
Isn't it that one? Oh my gosh. Your map is so tiny on my screen that
I'm yeah.
Oh no, you were at the right one then. Up above. It has the channels. So I remember that with the Kobold Mines, it's up top. Because it's kind of flatlands at first, that has all those channels.
Yeah.
Which channel it is, I know. But it's one of the gates. One of the gates. Hey.
75 yelms away. Again, that's really good. That's really good. All right, I could spend so much time doing that, but definitely if you enjoy that sort of thing, if you enjoy challenging your in-game knowledge, to play and support the person who put the time and energy into it to put it into the community in the first place. Speaking of that, sorry, I'm just kind of closing some of the tabs as I go because there's just so much up right now.
Debbie has a problem.
Debbie has many problems. Post. The Eorzean Museum Network is reminding us that Fish Fest is coming in just a few weeks. In more fish-related news, Fish Fest is coming. This year, Fisher's Feud is back. So they have a community survey for fish-minded people to fill out, asking a bunch of fishy questions. People can fill it out even if you're not exceptionally fish-related, but it does have fish-related questions. So if I go here, it kind of asks if you were a fish, which fishing hole would you be caught in? Or name a fish used in culinary recipes in game. Or name, if you could wish for any fish, which fish would be your fishy wish? Okay, like really, really amusing. But then they have Fisher's Feud, which is a game show that they play during Fish Fest, where they have like Family Feud, right? Like everyone knows Family Feud, where there's two sides and they ask you like a question and you have to like name an answer that's in the top 10 answers or top 5 answers. I played this last year at Fish Fest. I was on Fisher Feud. I don't know if I will sign up again this year, but it was loads of fun. And I think it would have been like amazing just to be in the audience and just to watch it. So
I was there. It was
you were
fun.
there. Yeah, right.
That's why I'm surprised it's been almost a year, because I remember we did some of Fish Fest. I joined in. We did the fishing train. Was it the fishing train? We kind of went around, and then I remember cheering you on from the stands in Fisher Feud. It's a fun one, and I'm not even a fisher. And I'm like, this is like a wholesome, like pretty fun community event.
Yeah. So definitely, if you're interested in playing or just want to answer some fishy questions, check out, this is the Eorzean Museum Network on Bluesky. I believe they've got other socials. They've got a card co here. But it's all things Eorzean fishing. What else do we have community wise? We have this is a different share. So this is a video that kind of we're going to talk about briefly, but this is a video that was posted by someone in Reddit that they created. It took 6 months. It is like a mini animated film of a character going to the diadem for the first time and meeting a party that has been there for years and hasn't left. So it is really funny. It's all handmade. It's not AI. It was created by people. Husky the Greek does some music in it. There's little cameos from people in the community. So I think something like this is just incredibly fun. And it got Pyra and I talking about kind of what our favorite Final Fantasy XIV fan-made media is. And a lot of them came up in the conversation. like you named me a couple. Like, what are your favorite fan creations when it comes to 14?
Oh gosh, like if we're sticking with like the videos like this, so for me again, it's hard the names of the actual videos, but like anything that Benny G puts out, especially the one that I showed Debbie was the Xenos as Elaborate. It is so great. And then Fluff Stuff, who doesn't make videos anymore, really sadly, they disappeared off the face of the earth like 4 years ago. But Fluff Stuff used to do a lot of like song covers, I guess, to a story. So like if you have ever seen Emmett Selk to Bad Guy by Billie Eilish, or they do a few of them that's like that, and they're so great. Like it's hard to not just like love how cheesy and awesome these videos are.
No, it's definitely worthy of an episode in and of itself, but we're probably going to ask Discord, hey, why don't you guys send us your favorite Final Fantasy XIV fan creation videos, animated music videos, my oldest favorite, like I just found again today, was Dance Eorzea Dance by Denmo. That's now 11 years old. So all the old school players are going to remember it, but there's been a whole bunch since then. So share your favorites. We might have to give a bunch of them a rating or review and talk about them a little more, because honestly, the more we support people who are creating for the community, like these people are volunteering their time. They're not getting anything from it. Enix isn't paying these people. the more likely it is that something legitimate will actually be created, and that benefits everyone. So. I love it. This thing is sweet, so I will link it in the descriptions below. It's from Bloodlines. They posted it just 2 days ago, so they deserve some love too. But we do have a hot topic tonight. A hot topic. The patch came down. We got our Relic update as well as Cosmic Exploration. The Relic, drum roll, I guess, is a grind and not a tombstone step. This means Debbie from last week was actually right about something, which is scary in and of itself. Like, I don't know if I want to live in a world where I'm right about things, but it's a little bit of a grind. It's a little bit of a grind. It's a, what would you say? It's almost like a light step in that you can get this currency from a number of different duties, and we can talk about that a bit more. It's got a glass that looks identical to like the Zenith weapon stage from the Realm Reborn relics, but you use that and it brings up a very modern collection type menu where it shows you where you can farm this stuff, but you need a lot of it. You need a lot of it, and it's not so easy to come by in some ways. What do you think of this step? It wasn't what you were thinking, but like, how are you feeling about it?
It's a grind, which, like, I have a love-hate relationship with Relic grinds, because it's like, one hand I'm like, we need it to be not super easy, and on the other hand I'm like, this is a commitment. So I'm always gonna have a love-hate relationship with grindy content. That being said, the one thing that I enjoy from what I've done so far with it, it feels like it's consistent. Unlike the Jolly Ranchers, it feels like you do X, you get Y, which is really nice. So you know kind of what to look out for.
Yeah, no, exactly. I like that it tells you. I feel like if this stage happened like 10 years ago, they wouldn't have even bothered to do that. They would have just been some activities get you this currency, go and find them. Yeah. Which seems like a very early 14 thing to do. But now that they have like the little collections tab that tells you which duties specifically and what activities get it to you, like you said, it is much easier. Now, that being said, it is a little bit of a grind. So people have been finding ways around it. So the best nice, like, appropriate way to do that, I think, is fate grinding. A lot of people have had huge success with that. There are huge fate trains, making like 300 paste every couple of hours sort of thing with doing fates. And I think that's amazing because the bicolor gemstones can go towards so many different things. If you haven't got your flying squirrel yet, it can do that. Like, there's a whole bunch you can get while doing that. Maybe on the other side of that, the less popular one I've seen, or at least the one I'm a little shamey about, is people taking off all their clothes and spamming leveling roulette. We can do better, guys. We can do better. No shame personally to anyone who's found that to be their method of choice, but at least put your shirt on and get like a regular leveling event. Put your clothes on. Put your clothes on. Come on. Like, what are we doing? The reason, of course, they would do that is because if you go in naked, then it will pop a very early on dungeon that will presumably be very quick complete. But yeah. I don't know. I went into Diadem for a couple of hours because I had so much to do in the Diadem. Oh my god. Occult Crescent. Diadem. I had so much to do in the Occult Crescent that I decided that was where I was going to try to get some. And I spent a couple of hours there. I maxed out my chemist. Like, I was making progress in Occult Crescent. But for the couple of hours, I only got like 20 paste, 25 paste. So while you can still get it that way, which is what we said last week, we knew that there was going to be an element that you could complete in the Occult Crescent because they wanted to really keep that relevant. That is a very slow grind. That is not a fast way at all to get it, but you can get it that way. Have you seen any of the weapons yet?
I have not, besides what was on the special site. So I kind of like, I haven't thought to go seek them out, like to go look, you know, because I feel like Limsa or like some of like the popular zones will probably have people, you know, showing them off. But I'm excited to see it based on the special site. They look really pretty.
Yeah. I saw one in the wild when I did map night last Friday, and they are really pretty. They are really pretty. Yeah. I will find one for myself in the next couple of months. Because I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get bored of doing it the right way, and then I'm gonna go spam Fate somewhere and get it the easy way. So.
That's more than fair. And I'm on the Fate train with it too. Like, I was telling Debbie this earlier. So because I do Savage Raiding, I already have my Tombstone weapon for Black Mage, so I don't like need it when it comes to like any best in slot stuff. However, like, you know, I unlocked it first day, I believe, the first or second day, just so I could start, you know, chipping away at it, because I heard it was gonna be with the paste. So I was like, okay, let's start chipping away at it. And yeah, last night I just kind of needed something to do, and I was like, oh wow, I wonder why there are Fate parties right now. Let me just go in there. You know, I need to level Ninja to 100. That's my last battle class, and I need to get bicolor gemstones. And I didn't realize that you actually get the paste when I went in there. Like, I didn't look at how you get the things. I was just like, yeah, I'll figure it out. And yeah, I'm up to 32 now, and that was like maybe very, very semi-casual, like not even paying attention to Fates, like watching a video and talking in Discord. So I was like, I'm okay with it. Like, I don't know about you, but I love the options of like, I can go into the Occult Crescent, or I don't have to. I can do roulettes for this, or I could do Fates. Like, it kind of makes you feel like you at least have some options versus just being stuck to one piece of content over and over again.
We're experts in that, us old players. Yeah. So I mean, I honestly, personally, and you can let me know if you feel the same way. I personally think this is the best of both worlds, because we were really kind of sad with the steps last expansion that were just tombstones. Like, turn in tombstones, get your thing. Turn in you know, and there was nothing needed to unlock the next step. There was no grind that rewarded you in the end. It was just a matter of tombstones. And so this time around, they've added in grinds, but they've given you a little bit of leniency in how you complete it for every step. Like, perhaps maybe the most limited was the first one with the different candies, where you had to get them either in Occult Crescent or in specific zones, in specific areas. But there is a little bit of a work you have to complete in order to get it done for the first one. And then, of course, any subsequent ones is just the tombstones. But I personally feel like it's giving me the challenge that I want, but also being a little bit kinder than maybe 10 years ago Final Fantasy XIV was. So I really am comfortable with this. How are you feeling?
Yeah, honestly, like, I do feel like this is the best of both worlds. I feel like this is probably one of the best Relic series that we've had for like trying to like really fine-tune what people want without being such a like annoying grind. And I think the candies was the I'll say the worst step, even though it wasn't abysmal. Like, I think a lot of people's gripes, myself included, was like sometimes the RNG would just be ridiculous. Like, it was like, okay, almost wish, give me RNG, but like if I do like 10 fates Or maybe even if it's like 20 or 30 fates, can you guarantee me one if I've put in that much time? Can I get a guarantee if I've spent 4 hours for one freaking candy? But I think this is like kind of the best of both worlds, where it's like you're gonna get something no matter what you do, and then the rate of, you know, the speed is based on what you do, and then you can kind of choose. Would you rather do more casual content and get it done? Would you rather do more fast-paced content and get it done? You know, like you can kind of choose what fits best. And I really like that, because then you don't have to feel stuck, or, you know, you can either do one method like the fate grinds, or you can switch it up and don't feel like it's like getting super stale. So if we had to have another grindy type of thing, I think this is probably the perfect mix.
Yeah, no, I think it's really accessible too. So in previous expansions, like obviously Endwalker not inclusive, but Shadowbringers being the last time we had some grindy steps with a bunch of stuff from Boja and Delubrum Reginae and that sort of stuff. They reduced the requirements near the end of the expansion, so that the artifacts and stuff you needed for the relic weapons, I think it started off needing like 15 of them, and then they dropped it down to like 10 or 5. I can't remember specifically, but I do remember I had grinded and I had completed it, and then afterwards they dropped that requirement and made me feel a little sad, because then they're like, well, I put in the energy and I got it done. Do you think there's any wiggle room to do that this time, or do you think they're just this is it and it's going to stay what it is, kind of in perpetuity sort of thing?
Yeah, this is always like a tough situation because of like its timing. Like I feel like for Dawn Trail, it probably does, you know, it doesn't make sense. But I could see them kind of nerfing it in future expansions, because we always talk about too, like, unless they change the system of how people kind of catch up to like the most current expansion, like I feel like that could be a thing where it's like, okay, once 8.0 drops, maybe we start, you know, sometime into that new expansion, like we start kind of like lessering the requirements of some of the older content for folks who didn't have it. Because I could also see the argument of like, well, it's no longer like relevant from a gear standpoint as much as it is from like a cosmetic standpoint.
Right. No, I could see maybe, and this wouldn't bother me at all if they, like you kind of hinted on earlier, if they, instead of change the requirements, just changed the drop rate of like those candies in the first step, like made them a little bit more frequent. So maybe people who were going in closer to 8.0 dropping didn't have to try so hard butting their head against that wall before they would drop, or put in some kind of guaranteed drop. But other than that, like I really have very little to complain about with regard to this relic at all, other than like there's the fact that it's going to take me a while to get there, but I'm not concerned about that. And even people who tried to get there right away out the gate really had to put in some serious effort. Like, people felt the burnout of this one if they tried to grind through it. So.
Definitely. I actually know a handful, not a big handful, but like a small handful of people in my community that stopped at the first step.
Oh,
and like they're like totally fine doing any of the steps afterwards, but like the candy grind is real, and some folks RNG is like has been bad. And to be fair, like on one hand, it's like, okay, they just need to like grind more, you know, do it more, keep going at it. But I know that's definitely been a demotivator for folks that I've seen, is just like the random chance is really what turns them away, or like turns them off on the content. So seeing these, like this current step that just came out, it's like, okay, I feel like that's the sweet spot. If you're gonna make it grindy, give people a little bit of hope that their time is being used.
Yeah. Like just a minimum return for some effort put in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Granted, I mean,
like, had a bunch of your time, you know, like, you know, like, okay, if I can do this many fates a week or a day, or you can kind of say like, okay, if I do it at this pace, I can get there in X number of days, weeks, etc. So I think it helps, especially more like the friends I'm talking to like are more like casual, where they're only like maybe playing twice a week. So it's like, okay, budget time wisely when you're on.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's what it is. Especially like this is just the tip of the content iceberg, because there are also a lot of people right now doing cosmic exploration. From what I've seen, I haven't even poked my nose in it yet, but there are tons of mounts, tons of rewards. Like there's a lot going on over there that I'm kind of getting a little bit FOMO over. So really, someone with a full-time job, maybe children, family commitments, who can't play very often, there's already so much you feel like you want to do right now because people are doing it and are excited about it. But you do kind of have to be a little bit choosy. And so maybe that's my advice, is if you're stuck maybe on that first step of the relics, they have traditionally lowered the requirements closer towards the end of the expansion. So if you can hold off on that, it might be easier in the future.
Definitely. And I feel like, I'm going to keep referring back to Yoshi P's New Year's letter, but I feel like that exactly what you said is something that they're considering more and more, like Yoshi P and the team, where, a lot of people who started playing this game, like us, over a decade ago, like, some people have families, children, responsibilities, careers. And so like, I do wonder how that will shape the future of the game, because they're realizing that like a lot more of the player base is accumulating sponsorabilities as they go. And so like still wanting to play, but maybe not able to commit to long grind sessions, at least like consecutive grind sessions, like maybe a couple hours a day versus like back where it used to be like, I could get 2 hours of sleep before going into work. Let me just 10 hours like after work. It's like
those were the days.
I wish I missed.
Man.
I used to do like 14-hour raid sessions back when Heaven's Word. Now it's like, I'm good. I'll do 3. I'm good.
Sometimes I look back on it fondly, being like, back before I got in a relationship and got married, man, I'd come home from work on a weekend and then game for like 26 hours straight, and no one cared. It was just me and the cats. But those days are gone. For better or worse, those days are gone.
I think the same thing. Like, my husband and I, we were just dating at the time when he got me into 14, but it's like, we both work crappy jobs with random schedules, and it's like the weekends it was just Mountain Dew and Dominoes, and like like we were on the game for like 20 hours and like barely sleeping like all weekend, and like and now it's like, I'm dying, hold on. And then the doggies gotta get their little massage, gotta get them all their little things, and so it gets tough. And doing content on top of that, it's like, woof. It's not tough some days.
So I appreciate that. One, there's a lot of things for people to do in game who have that kind of time and leisure. But there's also a respect for the time and commitment needed for people who have more busier schedules. So I think they're doing good. There's so many things that they're trying to consider and balance and take into account, and they're trying to do their best for as many people as possible. And so we just have to kind of understand that if it doesn't work precisely the way we need it to for us, that maybe there are other people who are benefiting from the way it is. And be sure to leave feedback, positive or negative, but especially positive. If something's going right and we don't tell them it's going right, and they only hear from the people who are complaining, then they'll never know that the majority of people really appreciated it. So
absolutely. And I think we've said it before, but like, when you're putting your voice out in the community too, like, be specific. If you just say it's great or it sucks and leave it at that, like, well, what about it sucks? Well, what about it is great? Like, I feel like they do try to listen. Obviously they don't listen to every single thing that the community says, probably rightfully so in some cases. But I mean, I think the more specific you can get, the better, so that we can try to, give good feedback so they know what people really love or hate about it.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, we are reaching about the end of our episode for this week. What are you up to next week? What are people looking forward to? What's going on in Pyra land?
Pyra, my chaos cave, whatever we want to call it now. We're working on Savage still. Yeah, whatever.
It has a name.
Who knows? Just whatever this chaos is. Yeah, I'm working on my static's working on M11S. So we're like halfway through. We're about a little around halfway. Yeah. So we're doing Savage this week. Also, this Sunday is my previously postponed 11-year anniversary stream. So actually Saturday. It's actually going to be this Saturday. Expect a full day of, I'm calling it a megathon because it's not just subathon. It can be like donations or bits or kind of like a combined. There's some fun rewards and giveaways for the community, as well as torture for me because my community's a bunch of sickos that like making me eat gross things and yeah, torturing me, making me Fantasia for a week into like Hrothgar, you know, with like pink hair and stuff like that. So you know,
it's an act of love. From what I understand as a community member, it's an act of love. The more they torture you, the more they love you.
Sometimes I question how much, you know, their love hurts, but we'll accept it.
Okay. So what times is that taking place on Saturday?
So Saturday is going to start at noon. So I'm going to keep to the noon time like I did last, what it was previously going to happen. I'm going to attempt to go at least 11 hours because it's 11 years in Eorzea, 11 hours. But we're going to kind of go until it's time to pass out. So it's usually how we roll on long streams. So we will go at least 11 hours most likely. And then, yeah, see what time we're ready to call it quits and pass out for the rest of the night.
Awesome. Okay. No, that sounds fantastic. I want to be there, or at least for a little bit of it. So definitely check that out, support it. There's like a cause component to that too, isn't there? Or is there?
No, it's because I'm also saving money for FanFest.
And that's a cause. I didn't say it was necessarily a benevolent cause or a.
Yeah. You know, it is because I'm broke. No, I'm kidding. No, the cause is for me. Next month we'll be doing some charity stuff in the works for muscular dystrophy, but this month is more of like, if you want to just support me going to FanFest for the first time and making some fun content, come torture me.
Awesome. Okay.
How about you,
we'll
what
be
you got
there.
going on this week?
My stream schedule again is pretty new, so I'm streaming Thursday, which will probably be something paced. I haven't decided whether I'm going back to Occult Crescent and being good, or whether I'm doing a Fate Train and being naughty, or whether I'm just being a leveling roulette person. I was gonna say maybe a not so nice word. It'll be one of those things because I want to complete at least the first couple of steps of that and start working towards it. So that'll be that. Maps on Friday. Anyone's welcome to join. Sign up goes up in my Discord. And Saturday is Tavern Manager. Okay. It's my variety stream, and I did In Tycoon on Saturday, and actually got really, really into it. But there was another one that came as part of that bundle, and it's like Tavern Manager or something. And it's kind of another, like, you know, cozy setup shop kind of sim, like life sim sort of thing. So I'll check that one.
That sounds fun. Let me know what that is. I don't play those sims often, but when I do, they're addicting.
Yeah, so that's my problem with that kind of game is I like turned it on, and then 6 hours later I realized I had been playing the game for 6 hours. They go way too fast, in my opinion. Like all those sort of like life sim games, I like lose time so quickly because you just get it's like the whole like day thing. The day passes and you're like, one more day. Same with
one more. Yep, all the time.
So yeah, thank you so much to everyone who joined us this week. We'll be back next week for more Final Fantasy XIV news and discussion. If you have any comments on what we talked about this week or any ideas for what we can talk about next week, leave them in the comments below. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. We also have a Discord if you want to join our Discord and continue the conversation online. We very much appreciate it. We will be back same time, same channel for more 14 news next week. So in the meantime, take care of yourselves, love yourself as much as you love others, protect your peace, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.